Alright, you bastards, guess who's back early? Yeah, that's right, it's me. I know I said I was taking a break after Phase 2, but sometimes something pisses me off so much that I just have to crawl out of my hole and flap my mouth about it because God knows I can't keep my opinions to myself. Now, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and since the Oscar buzz is still fresh out of the oven, I figured that this would be as good a time as any to talk about Get Out and the cultural firestorm it's brewed up. And I'm not going to make you sit through a 25-minute discourse on the philosophical implications of Jordan Peele's directorial debut, so let's get a few things out on the table really quick. Did I like the movie? Yes. It's good. It's really good, actually. Believe it or not, I can be a fan of films first and political agendas second. But I'm not a movie channel, I'm a politics channel. And you can bet your ass that the politics of this movie are fucking horrendous, and for a very simple reason that no one seems to have talked about yet. In Get Out, we see the African-American Chris, played by Daniel Kaluuya, filled with discomfort in the midst of his smug, white, progressive in-laws who all fetishize his blackness. The film at first seems to be a satire of people who constantly see color and pander to blacks because it's the trendy thing to do nowadays. A message that falls into the no shit column for people like me who have been saying the same thing for years. But it turns out that these pasty progressive pansies have hidden and malicious intentions to harvest Chris's body and put a white brain in it because they literally want to be black. So what began as a funny satire of white progressives turns into a critique of quote-unquote white allyship, when white people try to save the downtrodden blacks from our evil white supremacist society. The critique is that white allyship does more harm than good for actual black people, but where is this critique actually being directed? Is it at the concept of allyship itself, or is it rather directed at the white allies as people? For the entire movie, we see Chris beset by, to put things bluntly, white racists. Racist cops, racist relatives, racist progressives. If we're to take this slice of affluent rural America as a microcosm of society as a whole, then Chris is the archetypal marginalized minority, the same kind of person that a good progressive ideologue would say needs assistance, needs a leg up, needs allies. So the only thing that I can see this film criticizing isn't the tired-out sentiment of save the blacks, but simply that this sentiment comes out of the mouth of white people. The movie satirizes people who condescend to blacks, while itself condescending to blacks and only saying it's bad when white people do it. This hypocrisy and lack of self-awareness is what kept the movie from being one of the best of 2017, and yet people are sucking Jordan Peele's dick for this unsubtle, unproductive propaganda piece. And you know what the worst part is? This movie is, and will continue to be, a source of the very racial chauvinism among the progressive coalition that it tries to address in the first place.
Keep a clean nose, wash your plain clothes, you don't need a